Hey, what's going on? Guys, my name's Dynasty, and that right there is my attempt at making Ash Williams in a 15-year-old game. All things considered, a bit groovy if I do say so myself. But yes, today on this fine Throwback Thursday afternoon, playing some Armageddon using Ash Williams, a character that a lot of you guys have been demanding me to do a playthrough using. Keep in mind, I understand that is not a chainsaw for his fist, for his hand. As a matter of fact, it's Vega's glove. It's Vega's hand from Street Fighter. So let's just pretend, for this video's sake, that the reason Ash does not have his chainsaw on is because before he invaded Earthrealm in Mortal Kombat, he invaded the Street Fighter universe, killed Vega, and took his hand as, I don't know, maybe as a trophy. That's what's going on here. And now he's in the Mortal Kombat universe saying, like, hey, you see this glove here? Yeah. I'm a badass. I kill fighting game characters. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, watch out. I'm about to steal your spear. But without further ado, I think other than the fact that that's not a chainsaw, I think that this build is probably one of the best I've done so far. I do think it looks a bit better than my Michael and my Doomslayer. Had to take a few liberties in the special moves department, but other than that, I do think this does look like, you know, the closest you can get to Ash Williams in this game. So, first things first, fighting style is called groovy because, well, it's Ash. As for the weapon of choice, it's a dagger, probably the Kandarian dagger for those who are familiar. Anyways, though, moveset-wise, for the special moves, this is his grab. I gave him a bulldog because I thought that was like the closest thing to what Ash would probably do if he was tossed into the 3D era and just was as campy as he could be. I could definitely see our boy grabbing Shao Kahn by the neck and being like, you know what? Let me just take you for a ride. Yeah, I could definitely see that. As for special moves, again, took some liberties, some projectiles they force you to get. This one's called Black Magic because, well, I guess maybe our boy Ash is just casting spells now, and the Book of the Dead is now, you know, allowing him to use his Black Magic. Then we have Summon Flames, like Scorpion from the 3D era. Here goes nothing, though. Our first attempt at an ultimate fatality with our boy Ash Williams. Woo! Each time I do this, it does not get any easier. It's always super intense. Always. You're always on the clock there, but first try! Knocked it out of the park. So yeah, special moves, he has that one projectile where he throws out what's apparently black magic, but it's like lime green. Then he has the ability to summon flames. Not a deadite, but a flame. Then he has the torso spin, because again, this is Ash Williams, Mr. 80s, 90s, slasher? Would you consider Ash Williams like a slasher star? It's not really a, I mean, I guess. Campiness on par, though. Look at this move. Yeah, I'm telling you, if that wasn't Vega's glove and that was a chainsaw, you know how sick that would look? That would look sick. So I gave him the torso spin, and lastly I gave him a teleport called the Tricky Portal because, well, it's Ash Williams and our boy is constantly being tossed around between timelines and time and what have you. So I gave him a teleport called the Tricky Portal. Here it is right here. Boom! Just like that, Mortal Kombat universe. Makes sense. So that is a run-through of the character that I put together. His strings are pretty easy, too. Check this out. I gave him some campy moves, and on par with the Vega glove. That could also be a Voldo glove from Soul Calibur, right? So check this out. You can even do Voldo's move in this game. So yeah, we have Ash Williams who is using Voldo's move and Vega's glove. Talk about plot twist. We have like 3 different things in one. But yeah, I think this is the one pop-up that does like a, man, if we hit all of that, it's like 38% or something. It's almost like a 40% damage combo. There it is. Booyah. 33%. That's pretty that's pretty insane. That's pretty OP. Here we go again though. Another attempt here. Here goes nothing. Woo! Nice little spine rip action. Sub-Zero. Whoo! Jeez. But yeah, Ash Williams, MK11, a guy who's been all but confirmed since the first day the game came out, in case you missed it. I talked about this, man. How many times have we talked about it? Like a million over the last year? So, Nintendo Switch version came out the day the game dropped, and it got data mined, and that's where we found out about the whole first Combat Pack characters and part of the Combat Pack 2, Fujin, Shiva, Ash, and that happened. Then I think it was like 3 months later, in between that, there was teases of Ash from Bruce Campbell on his social media accounts, Twitter accounts. Then like 2 or 3 months later, the official Mortal Kombat website, if you typed in Mortal Kombat Ash Williams, was promoting the Combat Pack and said something like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat Ash Williams, download now. It was seemingly being leaked by the website, and then I think it was maybe like once the first Combat Pack characters got fully revealed for the first time, like their actual appearance and stuff, not just like the names at the end of the Shang Tsung trailer. Instead of it showcasing the text saying Joker for the Joker alongside the rest of those Combat Pack 1 characters, it said Ash Williams, but yet showed the Joker. So that was the third leak. And then the fourth leak was just like, what, a month ago, 2 months ago? Warner Brothers sent out a press release for Spawn at the very bottom. For some odd reason, alongside the trademarks for Todd McFarlane's Spawn and the Terminator, we saw Ash and Army of Darkness. So 4 leaks in the span of 1 year. Warner Brothers, what are you doing, man? What are you doing up there? What are you doing, Warner Brothers? What are you doing? So, seemingly all but confirmed at this point. And like I said, in between those, you've had teases from Bruce Campbell on Twitter. You had the tease. Dang, Lee May was not going to let me get the nice 2-0 victory. She was like, take this! I'm the groovy one! Jeez. Bruce, I know you're a ladies' man, but jeez. I was trying to win here. Those kicks are so sick, she knows, dude. So in between those leaks, you had all the teases from Brucey Bruce. Take that, all those bats. Take the bats again. You want some more bats? Take the bats again! Take the bats. Wow, that was insanely overpowered. that was not even... Dude, that wasn't even cool. That wasn't even cool. It was like I just 3 uppercuts, 3/4 of the health gone. 3D era Mortal Kombat, gotta love it. Yeah, the chainsaw sound effect in the Shang Tsung gameplay reveal trailer. Could that be for Doomslayer? Could it be for Ash? We don't know. We really don't know. But yes, seemingly all but confirmed, Ash in MK11. I'm so stoked because this guy has been talked about almost as long as like Spawn. I remember back in Mortal Kombat 9, there was talks of Ash Williams being a guest character when Freddy first got announced. So at least for me, I've always in my mind been like, well, there's always a chance. I think it all originated with Terradrome. You know, Terradrome showed that, you know, a 2D fighter game like that could actually use a character like Ash. You know, you had the likes of Ash and Ghostface and Pumpkinhead. It was cool though to see Ash Williams because I honestly thought Ash was very unique. I mean, this guy has a, you know, boomstick, a shotgun, a hand that's a chainsaw, a million amazing one-liners. What's not to love? Like, he fits right in with the rest of the cast. It's always been like a match made in heaven. So if it doesn't happen, boy oh boy, I'm gonna be pissed. As for what to expect, customization options, I'm assuming that obviously the chainsaw will be customizable, the gun will be customizable. Maybe it's not always a double barrel shotgun, you know, boomstick, maybe it's a repeater or something. Then the last gear piece that you could customize, is it gonna be a piece of clothing? Maybe. Is it gonna be the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead? Definitely. So any of those 3 things I could definitely see being customizable. As for skins, again, so much potential is there. I'm not too sure how far they can go with, you know, using stuff from other pieces of, you know, Ash versus Evil Dead work. Just like Terminator, we don't get any of like those Terminator movie skins, which is a bummer. We get like knockoffs. So I'm hoping you don't get like knockoff skins for Ash. I hope you get like a, you know, modern day Bruce Campbell, a young Bruce Campbell. That would be really neat. Though it did say, you know, trademark Army of Darkness. It seems like we're getting Army of Darkness Ash, which I'm cool with because that is like, I think, Ash as its, you know, purest form. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that completely. But yeah, for skins, you could have like Ash versus Evil Dead, just Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. You could have, you know, TV series, movies, in between, any pieces of literature, any of that for inspiration. It's all there. There's a lot of variety. I'm assuming his gameplay is going to be weapon-based, clearly weapon-based, but more of like a brawler. So maybe they transfer a bit of the moveset from Leatherface MKX and give it to him, kind of like we saw with Terminator and Jason from MKX. Then again, it's like, Leatherface in that game, you know, to hold on to the chainsaw, I'm pretty sure Leatherface was using both of his hands to carry the chainsaw, whereas Ash, it's like, that is his hand. You get me? That's like such a unique concept. This guy's hand is a chainsaw. You know, I understand it's Vega's glove right now, but in actuality, it's a chainsaw. So there's a lot they could do. I don't know how much they could really rehash. If anything, maybe just rehash some of those brutalities. I'm cool with that. Some of the brutalities in that game are so sick, so... Especially for Leatherface. I thought Leatherface had the best brutalities out of most of the DLC characters, for being completely honest with you. So yeah, gameplay-wise, that's what I expect. Maybe some command grabs. A mix of spells, too, though. Take some liberties. Maybe you could summon a Deadite, or, you know, turn your opponent to a Deadite. You have the Necronomicon, you know, what spells are in there? You know what I mean? So... maybe we have Ash actually using black magic and summoning, you know, flames and doing stuff like that. I don't know. Do what you can, NetherRealm, make it work. So, that's what I'm expecting. A nice mix of, like, chainsaw, gunplay for mid-range. I don't expect him to be, like, a zoner at all. Then again, it's like, he could be. You could have, like, 3 different fighting styles for the presets for ranked. One based off the chainsaw, one based off the shotgun, and one based off him casting spells and, you know, using the Book of the Dead. Summoning stuff, so I could definitely see that. Oh, dude. Sindel is not happy right now. Take the dagger, if you must, woman. I'm here to save Earth from Deadites, and you're in the way. Back to Outworld you go. Decapitation. Woo! Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked, dude. I'm pretty stoked. I hope it happens. I'm excited for, like, what NetherRealm can put together, how they did, like, their own take on Spawn. If they do, like, their own take, and, like I said, take some liberties with Ash, I have some faith, dude. I really do. And, all but confirmed at this point. There's been some supposed leaks that I'm not really gonna sit too much on and talk about, but there have been, like, supposed 4chan leaks that say that apparently the reason why Ash wasn't in the first combat pack was because of, like, a disagreement with, like, the licensing and the rights. I'm guessing that NetherRealm and, you know, Bruce Campbell couldn't agree completely at the end of the day, which is a shocker because just think about it. Going back to the actual leak itself, when Ash Williams got found in the game's, you know, source coding, it wasn't just, like it said, DLC character Ash Williams. It was, like, part of the character. So the intro dialogues and the intro quotes for a lot of the characters, including Ash Williams, were part of what got found in the game's source code. I can't see NetherRealm Studios. You know, this is a year ago. Keep in mind, a year ago, they were just working on the DLC. So, again, for a year now, this has been being worked on. So a year ago, I can't see them starting or being in the midst of working on Ash Williams without them having, like, at least somewhat of a for sure agreement with Bruce Campbell. Like, yeah, this dude's gonna be DLC. That's a lot of wasted time, money, and effort to have the entire studio work on a character that doesn't get added. Like, I can't see NetherRealm Studios risking all that wasted time ultimately for a character that they don't have the rights to use. So why would they sit there and create, you know, intro dialogues and gameplay and all this stuff if he wasn't agreed to be part of the game? You feel me? So when I hear things like that, like, yeah, licensing agreements, and when you have Bruce Campbell saying, well, if we can get a deal done, maybe it'll happen, I just kind of, I don't believe it. I think it's just the fact that, well, he signed an NDA. He can't come out and be like, yep, I'm an MK11. He can't say that. And when I see leaks saying that that's why, you know, he hasn't been released yet, I don't believe it, man. I just can't see the studio spending all the time and resources to work on a character like that ultimately be screwed over by Bruce and not be used. I can't see that. I mean, maybe it got ugly, maybe it got bad, but I just can't see that happening. I just can't. Everything that's been said in between both parties and all the no, there's no way. I'm not gonna believe it. You cannot tell me we're not getting Bruce Campbell. I need Ash Williams in this game. In MK11. I need it in my life. So, yep. That's my whole take on that. People saying that it might be like a licensing issue. Maybe, but I'd be so shocked, dude. It's been, what, 1 year already that we've known he was going to be in the game. They've had a year to sort it out. This is Warner Brothers. It's not an independent publisher here. This is a big conglomerate corporation. They have the funds. So, yeah, there you go. Take that, Onaga. Take my Vega glove. Yeah, I thought it was so odd how Vega's glove is in here, and then you can do Voldo's back 3. So odd, dude. So odd. Look at that. Yo, Onaga is kicking my ass. It's a shame that you can't just like do grabs on sub-bosses like this, because if you could, I think seeing Ash Williams grab the Dragon King and ride him like a roller coaster is the funniest thing in the world, but we can't do that. So instead, we gotta do Havik's move. Look at that. Look how fitting that is, dude. That is perfect. That is perfect. Oof. Not enough time. Not enough time. So yeah, I'm really stoked. I hope it happens. If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be heartbroken because lately I've been on a Ash kick and I've just been going back and watching the whole Stars TV series. I think there were like discussions and talks that maybe the series might make a comeback. Then again, it's like, I don't know. I think it was like back in 2018, Bruce Campbell said he retired the character Ash, but he is still open to obviously sharing the rights of the character because I think Dead by Daylight just recently, maybe like a year or so ago, had him part of like a DLC add-on. So the character, despite being quote-unquote retired by Bruce Campbell, is being lent out to properties like Dead by Daylight. Anything's possible, guys. I think there is a new Evil Dead game coming out as well. I think it's going to be a VR game either this year or next year. Not too sure on the status on that, so that's a thing. So at least from like a cross-marketing aspect, NetherRealm has that to use. They always like to usually tie in with movies, but I don't think there's going to be like another Ash Evil Dead movie, because again, retired apparently. So at least they have like a game to kind of cross-promote. That's a thing. And even sometimes it doesn't matter, man. They don't necessarily need cross-marketing with these guest characters. 9 times out of 10, when they do cross-marketing, or initially that's like the plan, a lot of those movies end up falling through. I think that happened for like MKX with a few characters, like maybe it was like a new Predator movie at the time. It didn't come out for like another 2 years, despite Predator coming out like in 2016, 15. So some of these things don't even necessarily need cross-marketing, but you know, it is what it is. But here we go against Blaze. How's that as a matchup? Ash Williams on a pyramid in Mortal Kombat fighting Blaze. Crazier things have happened. Take this, you big molten rock deadite possessed being. Ugh. I really hope it happens, man. If it doesn't happen, I'll be so bummed. Because I usually wouldn't want a guest character in a combat pack. Like, I'm on the mindset, I hear you guys out, the diehards, I feel you, I agree. But if I had to get a guest character between Doomslayer, Ash Williams, and Michael Myers, you cannot tell me that trifecta right there is not cool, dude. That is not, you can, come on, really? That's not cool? That's not cool? You're crazy if you think it's not cool, man. Oh, jeez. And then you're gonna get Fujin, Shiva, and I don't know, maybe another Mortal Kombat character like, I don't want to say who, but maybe Havik, if we're lucky. That'd be sick. I'd cry if it was Havik. I honestly have no clue who this last Mortal Kombat character is gonna be. I really don't. There you go, though. Just like that. Ash Williams is like, bro, I save the world constantly. You think I'm afraid of a piece of lava and rock? Kill demons for a living. Shop smart, what are you doing? So here we go, Ash wins. Here is my little ending, I guess, that I put together really fast. Nothing too crazy. After defeating Blaze, Ash tossed the Book of the Dead into the Abyss. Hail to the king, baby. Ash just saved the world. Again. And look at that. Nice and majestic Ash on top of a pyramid just doing his thing. Just doing his thing. Yeah, this whole, you know, DLC character situation for Ash has been, it's been quite the... It's been weird to see, dude, because I've been covering NetherRealm games for almost a decade now, it seems. Going back to Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice 1, what have you. So it's like, I don't think we've ever seen a character leaked this many times, ever. And I don't think we've ever seen a, you know, an actor like Bruce Campbell keep his ground and just be like, well, I don't know. I don't know. So it's an interesting situation. Do I think it's going to happen? I do think it is. I think it's just simply he signed an NDA. And I'm hoping that Season 2, Combat Pack 2, is just a bit more groovy than the first one. But guys, that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you had some fun. Watch me go through this ladder. If you did, please take 1 second, drop a like on it, of course. Subscribe for some more MK content here on the channel. I'm very curious. What do you guys think of Ash Williams potentially being an MK11? Would you want to see if he was in the game? Let me know, of course. Till next time, been your host, Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.